At Decospan, we are rooted in design. In this episode, we deep dive into our two key brands, Shinnoki, our prefinished wood panel collection, and Nuxe, fresh premium walnut collection.
Rooted in connection. Rooted in design. Rooted in nature. Rooted in craftsmanship. Rooted in innovation. Join us and explore the spirit of wood. Welcome to Rooted In, a Decospan podcast.
Hello and welcome. I have today with me Sharon and Anne-Marie. I'll first introduce you. Sharon Vandekerckhove is product manager at Decospan with a focus on unfinished collections like Nuxe and Quercus. And Anne-Marie Vandebaveye is also fresh product manager at Decospan, but then with a focus on our finished panel collections, including our star brand Shinnoki. I am Annelien Boulaert. I am your host for today, and I am head of digital marketing at Decospan. I am a marketing passionate and a firm believer of the power of brands. Sharon and Anne-Marie, you are both quite new in the role of product manager, so I'm first very curious to hear what your experience or your expectations and ambitions are within that role. Who wants to start?
Okay, I can start. Thank you for the introduction. Short term, my ambition is to launch our new Quercus successfully. Also to understand my focus markets better, because we both are responsible for our own regions. So we really want to understand our customers, our customer needs, listen what is trending, what are they missing, and so on. So really understand the markets. And another important thing we want to, I think I can speak, we want to grow in is increase our product knowledge and then also share that knowledge with both our customers and also our colleagues, so to become real product experts.
Okay. Very ambitious, nice. Anne-Marie, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I think Sharon explained everything. So we have some shared ambitions, and I think it's very important that we increase our product expertise in order we can give it through to our own salespeople and then also to our customers, which is something very important.
Very nice to hear also that deep dive into the markets to indeed increase that expertise even further. Thanks for the introduction. Today we are here to talk about the power of brands in the context of wood and wood veneer. And we have a few brands at Decospan. Sharon, maybe starting, Decospan has been a pioneer launching different collections, branded collections. Can you take us a bit back in time and share some milestones with regards to that?
Yeah, so the very first brand that we launched was Parky, our wooden floor brand. And then later in 2009, we launched Shinnoki. We brought pre-finished panels to our customers and we unburdened them with the finishing process. And then in 2014, we launched Quercus. Quercus are our unfinished mixed-matched oak panels, and there the goal was to make choosing oak easier and offer them consistent looks. And we introduced 3 parameters there: the look, the thickness, and the touch. So we made the choice for the customer very easy. Then in 2016, came Nordus, where we hopped on the Scandinavian trend. In 2018, we launched Astrata, where we wanted to add value on our product offering by offering veneered beams and acoustic panels, which are easy to work with, plus they are matching with our Shinnoki looks and our Quercus and Parky looks. And then we had in 2025, very recently, the launch of Nuxe, our premium walnut collection. And in the meantime, we also upgraded our brands or collections.
Okay, that's already a few milestones indeed, and we'll definitely deep dive on a few of those. Maybe to both of you in product management and wood veneer, we often focus on very functional benefits, and it's all about the product, and it's very technical. In that sense, what do you think is then the added value of a brand in the world of wood veneer?
A brand is something that gives some reliability. We want to show some sort of quality also with the brand. So if you use the brand, it gives the how can I say,
is it about an association that you give?
Yes, indeed. I think confidence, reliability, it's very important for a brand.
I can continue. A brand contains several looks, so predefined looks we are offering. So we can offer the customer consistency because we have those predefined looks, and the customer knows what he's gonna get. What you see is what you get. Also, we offer both panels, flexes, and or lamps, and edge banding. So we have everything they need to finish their projects.
Okay.
And I think another strength of our brands is that it's always a clear story that we tell about it. Also have strong USPs, so that helps the distributor to sell the products.
Yeah. Anne-Marie, you also have a background in specification and actually the focus on architects.
Yes.
How do you think they look at brands?
Well, I think for architects, I think a brand gives some by eliminating complexity, because we make it more easy for them. I saw that prescribing wood veneer requires a lot of knowledge. First, you have to say which is my wood species, my jointing, my slicing technique, my jointing technique, the quality, the thickness. So you have to think about a lot of aspects in order the mill worker knows what you mean and offers a correct price and product to you. So in this way, if we can already predefine a look, it's way easier for them, and the offering from the mill workers will be easier to compare for them. It will be more correct, I think. So it's the easy prescribability, or I don't know if it's a word, but I think
I think we understand what you mean.
I think that is something very important for them. Next to that, Sharon already talked about the availability, but it's also something that needs to be said. Our distributors take it on stock. So if a project has to go fast, and nowadays everything has to go faster and faster, it's very nice that they can take something that is also on stock. So
because that is indeed a goal. So we have, of course, in wood and wood veneer and wood species, you have so many different choices. With a collection, we limit those choices. It means that we can also produce those collections in a structured way, and that it's also available on stock for a distributor, which makes it easier and faster also to get it to the end client.
Yeah,
that's correct, right?
Indeed.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay, great. Now maybe let's deep dive into those collections. Maybe first starting, Anne-Marie, with the finished collection, Shinnoki. Sharon already introduced it briefly on when it started. Why was there a need actually to launch Shinnoki in the first place?
Well, Shinnoki is a prefinished our prefinished panels. So we saw that our raw wood veneer always needed a finish. So we were thinking, okay, if the mill worker always needs to finish it, why don't we do it for them?
Okay.
Because then we unburden them, but also next to that we had the knowledge. As Sharon already said, in 1990 we launched Parky, and Parky is our wooden floor that always has a varnish on it. So we combined the need and also the knowledge of the need from the mill worker and our knowledge. So in this way, Shinnoki came alive.
Yeah. Okay, came into practice indeed. There was a renewed version of Shinnoki, or a new launch. I think it's about 2 years ago already.
Yes.
What was particularly new about that collection?
If I think about for architects, which was already a nice one, was that we added some extra wood species. Our Shinnoki collection is mainly walnut and oak, but now in 2023, with the launch of the new Shinnoki, we added, for instance, a sapelli. It's an African wood species, quite red. It's very nice.
It's a very nice
yes.
one.
And also our fumed eucalyptus, for instance, it's also a very nice one, very warm wood species. So adding those extra wood species was very appealing for architects. So that was already a good one. But next to that, the most important USPs of Shinnoki is that we improved the finish. First of all, our lighter wood species have a more matte finish. It's a soft touch. Our brushing is going deeper. And also our scratch resistancy and water resistancy has improved a lot. Because now we can say you can use it also horizontally. So,
yeah. Okay, which is quite amazing indeed. We're still talking about real wood veneer, and with that finishing, you actually also make sure that in terms of performance, we do as well as maybe other alternatives.
Yes.
And that's what Shinnoki is actually known for.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great. Now, if you think about the added value, you have been talking indeed about the mill worker, about the architect. Do you see a distinction in the benefits? Is there something that you would say for a mill worker, that's why you need to use Shinnoki, and then for an architect, this is the reason?
I think for the mill worker, I think it's nice that we have the edge bandings, we have the panels, we have the sheets, and it's all on stock at our distributors. So the availability is very important, and offering the full package. For the architect, I think the fact that it's a predefined look and it's already finished, showing the sample to your clients, the end customer, is very easy. They know how it will look like. It's what you see is what you get principle, and that's the nice thing. You don't have the discussion about how will it look like. I think that's...
Which is often then, of course, again, with wood, no wood species is the same. Whatever you choose, it could be that you choose something, and then if you see it in real life, it could change. With Shinnoki, it actually covers that, and you have more trust in the end result.
Yeah, the consistency is something very important.
You were actually talking also about the new species that got added. Is that also something that we look into the market to see what is happening there, or how do we change collections? In fact,
Well, in fact, the red wood species, the fumed eucalyptus, it was something that came across from a trend watcher that talked about the new colors and orange, red, the terracotta mid-century trend was something that was coming up, and in fact that gave us the idea why not adding a red wood species in Shinnoki, and in fact it was a very good shot.
Okay, but that means that we still keep looking at the market, and it could be within, I don't know where the next version of Shinnoki comes, but that will then integrate again some trends that we spotted in the market.
That's the goal.
That's how it works.
Yes.
And that's your job.
Yes, I hope so.
Thanks for taking us along in the journey of Shinnoki. Coming back to that later. Now let's deep dive into Nuxe as well. It's a recently launched new premium walnut collection.
Yes.
You shared already the history of collections. Why another new brand or collection within Decospan?
Because we noticed it was our second best-selling wood species, and it's also a very grateful wood species because you have a lot of natural variations you can play with and make looks out of it. And we wanted to highlight that wood species, the walnut, American walnut, and showcase its endless possibilities.
Okay. I'm going to ask the same question as I asked to Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
What are for you the biggest advantages, talking also from that architect and millworker perspective for Nuxe? Because it's of course an unfinished collection.
Walnut is a very grateful wood species, but it also has a very huge color spectrum, which doesn't make it the easiest wood species to create consistency. And we eliminate that complexity of the colors by predefining 9 looks and jointing it mix match, and so we can offer consistent panels across a number of panels or sheets.
Okay, so deep diving into the mix match for the listeners who don't know mix match already, could you elaborate a little bit?
Yes, so mix match technique is a jointing technique where you have the strips of veneer that you lay actually in bundles in a random order, and then you join them and you do the same for the full bundle, and that makes that you have a large number of sheets that have the same look.
The same look, exactly. Okay. If you think about the tagline of Nuxe, it's unique grains tell unique stories. What story or character of Nuxe do you like the most?
Oh yeah, so we have 9 looks exactly, and in our marketing campaign we match them with with stories of our own employees of Decospan, which is very nice. And my personal favorite is the Imperial, because it's a wood species, African walnut or dibitu. Not everybody knows it, so it's a very new wood species to inspire and to inspire our customers.
Okay.
To me, it was nice that it's just not just American walnut, but that it's a new wood species that we introduced.
Okay.
With our Nuxe collection.
Nice. I think it was now for the first time that you also followed the whole process of creating a new collection from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What struck you the most in that whole process of...
That the whole company is involved, that all departments are involved, and that every decision you make has an impact on another department, and you have to align with everyone, with all your stakeholders.
Stakeholder management,
yes. And also that timeline, you really have to be a gatekeeper on the timeline. Yeah. And if something is delayed, a lot of other things are also delayed.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, nice. So putting a brand in the market, you both have experienced that already with Shinnoki, with Nuxe now recently as well. What do you absolutely need to make it a success in the market, a collection, according to you?
I think that it's important to involve all stakeholders, like you already said. Internally, but I think also externally. We will visit now more and more our customers, but it's important that you launch a brand where you see also the needs in the market. So clear USPs where the market asks for is very important. Next to that, I think also a clear storyline is important, that they know also where does the brand stand for?
But isn't that also related to starting from that customer and the market first, and to understand indeed the need, and then the story becomes much more clear and relatable, probably, if you start from that perspective.
Yes, indeed.
Because I would say also from Decospan is a great company with lots of expertise, but then indeed making that connection from product to the market is probably where there's still some growth to really start from that customer need.
Yes,
right?
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any thoughts, Sharon, on how to put a successful brand in the market?
I fully agree with Anne-Marie. I think indeed if you have the USPs right and everybody understands and feels the USPs, the product can sell itself.
Yeah. What's the most important emotional benefit of Nuxe? If you're talking about USPs, we often say it's very functional.
Yeah.
What kind of emotion do we want to portray?
I think the biggest benefit of Nuxe is that we showcase all the possibilities of the walnut, that we are very inspirational with this brand by adding 2 local walnuts, the African and the Brazilian one, or the DB2 or IP. And it's a very warm collection, so that's the emotion I have with Nuxe.
Is it good?
Yeah.
And for Shinnoki, what would you say? What feeling do we give to our architects or mill workers?
I think the wide range of colors and wood species gives them a lot of options. It's never boring.
Creativity.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Thanks. Wow, time flies. Before diving into a closing question, Sharon.
Yes.
Decospan is working on a revamped collection of quercus.
Yes.
Our finest oak collection, indeed. I know it's early, but can you share already a little bit of info?
Yes, we are giving a revamp to quercus by reintroducing the beautiful wood species oak in our society. And what can I say? We're really going to focus on the texture of oak, and by brushing, we want to make the oak more expressive, and that you really can feel and see the grain from the oak. And next to that, I can also tell that we add some new looks with very beautiful colors.
Okay, super exciting. Good. Well, we are already at the end of our podcast. I want to thank you for giving your spontaneous and spontaneous input and your expertise in this episode on a deep dive on our brands. I think it's very useful that we understand once again what the USPs are of their brands, and actually also the power of our brands. Before ending, still have one last question, because you're both confronted with design and with wood, with brands day in, day out. Do you have any tips for our listeners? What or who should they follow, or do you think is worth mentioning?
Yeah, I have a sort of Instagram account, which is called Design Boom. It's an online magazine of art, architecture, design, and it doesn't only showcase like a project. It can be, but also like something arty, something sometimes very weird things, but it triggers my imagination. It's always linked to design, but not always very straightforward. This is a new product, or this is the trend.
It's inspirational.
Yes,
yeah.
it gives me the energy to think out of the box and
Okay.
let my imagination.
What was the name? Design
run.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
Let's
very
remember
popular
that.
Instagram account.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sharon.
I follow on Instagram enter.be. So yes, it's a Belgium Instagram account, r.be, and it shows not only the big projects and the big mansions, but also like the smaller projects and what you can do with smaller interiors to really put your design in it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be big and overkill.
Yeah.
But what you can do with small places.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very practical tips.
Yeah.
All right.
And they also put young Belgian companies in the spotlight. So it's a nice account to get to know other Belgium companies.
Very good tip. Thank you. All right, thank you both for joining the podcast. Also, thanks to our listeners to join this podcast as well. If you'd like to find out more about our brands, they can, of course, also find all the information on our website. The links are in the show notes of this episode. And of course, don't hesitate also to follow us on socials, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then this Spotify series as well. Hope to welcome you back in any next episode of our Rooted In podcast series. And ladies, good luck with your product management endeavors.
Thank you.